Welcome to qualifying for MotoGP and the German Grand Prix here at the Sachsenring. 9 left-hand turns and just 3 to the right. It's a challenging, demanding circuit made even tougher by the fact the rain is starting to come down. Let's head down to Susie Perry and Michael Laverty, who are in the paddock waiting to go.
After the flag around that long first sector, but yeah, he's been good in the wet recently, and it's something that was a slight weakness for him in his early MotoGP days. But yeah, you can see frustrated. Perhaps it was an issue with the lower device again, the fact that he's hitting the screen, but yeah, angry.
Yeah, very, very angry. It's good job he's got through to Q2. Really, he can just just set himself and settle a little bit and have a discussion. I mean, as a rider, sometimes if you've maybe made a suggestion, I mean, I'm guessing here, and they haven't done that, that kind of can increase the frustration, can't it?
Yeah, and that's where the team manager, the crew chief, have to manage the rider a little bit. You've got the 15 minutes of Q1 to calm him down, look at the data, tell him why whatever change didn't work or why whatever part was in the bike that he's frustrated about hasn't been the right move. So yeah, it is. There's as much psychology goes on in managing the rider and their temperament, and we know Fabio can be fiery.
Yeah, and it's what you want to see as well.
True.
The passion, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really,
He wants
the
it.
will, the drive to win and get that World Championship plate back. It is getting much cooler here. We have got Q1 coming up for you, where Johann Zarco will be going alongside Maverick Vinales as well, who both of them looking pretty good in that wet session. And of course, we know what Johann Zarco can do in the wet. We saw it at Le Mans. Let's pop down to the box and speak to his boss. Lucio Cecchinello is with Nat.
Well, Lucio, we know how well Johann Zarco does around here. He's got a good recent record. A couple of moments yesterday. Was Friday a trickier day, would you say?
Yeah, it was a tricky day. There was we had the 2 crashes, you know. The first one was with a medium tire that he basically didn't push enough to bring to keep him in the high temperature, so we suffered a crash. And the second crash was because he was trying to to push to make the best result. it's always Paolo Campinotti is always however, yes, it was a tricky situation yesterday, but we try to reset. This is not the perfect day to set the bike for potential dry condition for Sunday race, but we see.
How do you think he'll do in this qualifying session then, and this time attack for later on?
We honestly are quite pleased with the pace he had this morning in this free practice. He was on top 3, top 4, so we believe that we have a good chance to look forward for the Q1. But everything can happen, so watch and see.
We can't wait. Thanks, Lucio.
Thank you so much.
Well, I think well explained by Lucio there. This is knife-edge stuff in these kind of conditions, Michael. He did look good going out in that last session, as did Maverick Vinales, those two who were the two that just missed out yesterday. So it's easy to say, oh, they should go through, but actually the conditions obviously completely different, and they both look better than anybody else in that session, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they are for sure our favourites here, but as Lucio said, anything can happen here in these tricky conditions. Johann, very adept at getting the feeling for the grip that is available. The rain continues to fall. You would say he is a favourite here, but yeah, there could be a curveball in there. Raul Fernandez has got quite good at getting through to Q2 off the recent races, so yeah, there might be a surprise sprung here in this section.
Didn't look great in that last session though. That few of them looked like they were struggling in these conditions, which, if you're just joining us, are incredibly tricky. And actually, as I'm saying that, the rain looks heavier, Michael.
Yeah, it certainly has fallen a little bit harder just in the last few moments. So the lights go green, the riders go out there. It's tricky. You've got to push on from the start because the conditions could be faster in the first 5 minutes than the last 5. So yeah, you've got to build into this as best as you can.
Yeah, it's that pushing but not too hard, as we even saw yesterday in the dry. The clock will start to tick momentarily. We'll go down to Neil and Gav in their very dry, warm commentary box. It is getting worse out here. I mean, it's fine. We don't mind being out here, but for the riders, bit of a nightmare this morning.
Thank you very much, Susie. Okay, so wet weather, yes. Chance of a red flag, even more so. Heavy rain has now hit the circuit. Oh, and it's 15-degree air temperature, ground temperature 17, 7 km/h winds. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us for the first time this weekend, welcome to qualifying for MotoGP and the German Grand Prix. Those of you who joined us from JBMotorsports 2 from the practice session beforehand, well, I think you all know exactly what the weather was like there. It was damp to begin with, but then it dried out. Now, heavier rain has approached the Sachsenring circuit and more is due to come. There is lightning expected across the weekend, so it is, I think, 10 times probably as worse as what we're going to see in the sprint later on, where it's going to get even worse. Alongside me in the commentary box is Megan Birch. And Megan, well, here we go again then. That rain's coming in fast.
Yeah, it is. And it's... Oh, geez, this is going to be a very frustrating qualifying session, sadly.
Yeah. Q2 is going to be fun when you're taking over.
Yeah. Very, very fun. They'll slip off the track. I bet they will in this one too. Currently looking at... Is that Zarco? Yeah, it's Zarco. His name's on the screen, so it should be Zarco.
Just desperately trying to keep through, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah.
Look at, yeah, it's spray. Heavy spray as you go down to turn 1. It's not yet, though, Megan, leaving any puddles on the circuit. It's just rain in the air. It's evaporating once it hits the track.
I suppose that's a good thing, but it's more misty, so it's not really affecting them too much, just the visuals.
Should be able to keep on with some good lap times to begin with. Medium front soft rears for everybody, apart from Zarco and Miguel Oliveira, who've gone medium rear.
Foolish.
Tricky in these conditions, isn't it?
If anyone's going to fall, it's going to be them.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the qualifying factors as this session goes on. Vinales just hogging the inside line. He knows how treacherous these conditions can be. And it's it's a 45-second first sector time, so it's not too bad, but it's just drifting in that wide again.
Yeah. I'm not too happy with the way that he's taking some of the more intense corners. I think the rain is starting to affect him a bit more.
To turn 11, down the hill we come, into turn 12 and 13. As I said, just 3 right-hand corners.
About that.
Yeah, do you know the right-handers?
Yeah.
Turn 1, turn 3,
See?
turn
Look there.
11, that's it. Yeah, just to get on the exit curve a bit too much.
Yeah.
Over the line then for Maverick Vinales at the end of his first run here in qualifying on the wet compound tyre, and it's a 1:29.164, so slower then already than the time we just had in practice 2 a few moments ago. So the track is getting wetter. Zarco 1:29.727, he goes into second position. Then we get Mia, Oliveira, Marini, Aldeguer, Will Salvadori, and Salvador is a 1:31.072 as we're watching Mia down in now 1:30.084.
Ooh, a little bit too close there, especially for wet weather.
Back of Aldeguer as well, nearly taking off the front tyre of Mia, and the rear of Aldeguer as they come through now into turn 3. The problem is though, Megan, it's an asymmetric tyre compound here as well, because it's 9. Whoa, and he nearly does it again actually, going through turn 3, touching the back of Aldeguer.
Yeah, he's backed off from him now because he realised that he was getting far too close.
He's let Marini go through as well, but the thing is though, Megs, it's 3 to the right, 9 to the left, so the right-hand side tyre is going to be the coolest of the conditions, so all of it. So I'm worried.
More lightly.
Through, what, 1, 3 and 11, I think that's where we'll see most of the accidents.
Well, I mean, we've already been seeing accidents happen a lot on turn 1 this weekend, so with the rain, it's definitely going to increase those chances of those corners, like you said.
There's turn 11 now to the downhill sector. You have an accident here. Jake Dixon did this morning, actually, in the Moto 2 session that was wet. Dropped it and just slid off. Luckily, he's okay.
Let's see how the exit is. It's not too bad coming out of the exit.
It's at a 12, so you're running back uphill into 13 over the line. It's getting misty out there, though. Ooh. The start line, it's the highest altitude point on the circuit, and it's still getting a bit worse out there.
Closer to the rain.
Oof. It's raining sideways.
You see, that's the type of rain I want against the windows when I read a book and have a nice cup of tea. At heart, I'm like 80.
Stereotypical English.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want a cup of tea watching The Simpsons while it rains.
129, 108 then. Zarco, Vinales and Oliveira. In fact, look at that. Everybody's in the first sector improving massively out there at the moment. So
The fact that I read Agatha Christie a lot also is probably another big stereotype.
yeah. Your Lady Edison.
See? That was so
A bit
hilarious.
buzzing there, Vicar. Zarco's up by 0.3 of a second. Vinales up by 0.5, but how? Conditions look like they're getting worse out there.
I really don't know. Oh my.
This is going to be a fun one, isn't it?
They must have found the areas where it's driest.
I think that's exactly it. Because they're sticking to a line. They are on the wet compound tyre, but I can visibly still see a dry line.
Yes, okay. Oh, and some people are choosing a different type of line.
Yeah, sort of a 90 degrees through turn 12.
Yeah.
As they come back up into 13. Pull the throttle back up the hill. Times will get faster. Oliveira 129.050. Zarco 128.53. 9. Vinales 128.933. Aldeguer 129.331. Marini's entering the pit lane, so he's done enough for his run so far. But Zarco and Vinales 1-2 at the moment for Q2.
What did I just see in that corner?
Bit of a shine.
Yeah.
Will be standing water.
Oof, they better not go wide at that corner then.
Halfway.
Also, I think I'm gonna start like Halloween collection soon. Like of the food and stuff like that.
No.
Yes,
No.
it's Halloween. It's not the sea. Though I did see a reel where someone says that Mariah Carey's defrosting.
She's not defrosting. We've put her on permanent frost.
Well, in the weather we have the last couple of days, she probably is.
It's July.
I know.
Alligator, hello. Hello from Francisco Zarco. Zarco's on. He's listening to you, my friend, because he's up by 45,000. He's read 3 sectors so far.
Woo!
Interestingly enough, actually, it's red on our sectors, but not on the timing screen. But he's just done a 1:28.550, but he's still fastest overall so far.
I'm
So,
weirdly going to trust that screen rather than that one.
yeah, so what was he over? 11 thousandths of a second slower. That's how consistent Zarco is these days. 11 thousandths difference. It's just unstoppable.
I could see great things for him next year. I felt like Palpatine when I said that. Talking to Anakin in episode 1.
I thought
Expect great things.
I thought you were on about it felt very Harry Potter for Stone.
That too.
The
Oh,
first
why did they just have to say that?
I'm gonna say this, Chris Columbus really nailed Harry Potter.
He really did.
And then everybody else is slightly like that. Prisoner of Azkaban's great, but you can definitely tell the shift.
It's my favourite movie.
Oh, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes, out of the Harry Potters. I mean, it's not my overall favourite movie of all time, it's Knives Out.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is one of my favourites, but I like Order of the Phoenix. That's my favourite. Out of all
Is
of
that
them.
because it feels most Chris Columbus?
No, I just like Order of the Phoenix. It flows nicely. The story's good. And then I got the game as well. So I think
True.
there's a lot sort of going around that sort of goes.
I know more about Order of the Phoenix. I mean, I'm still confused about how to do that Luna scene in it. Why don't the Thestrals just eat?
Zarco's looking good. 2/10 up at the moment.
I finally figured out the Colin Creevy scene, and then I get Luna!
Sean, I need to make you a sub on here. Hello, Lou. Over the line, Megan.
Right, goes fastest again with a 128.370, about 2.5 tenths up on his fastest time.
Who's your picks to go through?
Zarco, obviously.
I'm going Zarco, Aldeguer. I think that's a good pick.
Zarco Oliveira.
Okay. No one's gone for Maverick.
No.
Batmav is going to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I think he'll try his best. Oh, what is he doing? You
He's
can't
backed
climb
off.
on the wheels.
He's backed off. He's just having a bit of a stretch before he goes again.
Zarco, stop climbing on the steering.
Look how hard it's raining. My goodness me.
And look at the determination.
Wet tyres going on. New rear wet tyre.
Good.
It's 10 o'clock. Just had a thought, actually. My media pass for Formula E might let me see the qualifying session soon.
Oh, no, Emmy finally watched all the Harry Potters.
Which one was her favourite?
I don't know. I know her favourite character, though.
Luna.
No. Remember? She's my best friend.
Draco?
No. Snape.
Oh.
She also loves him.
Snape is a lot of people's favourite character. The fact that Snape was actually less evil than Dumbledore is quite funny.
Yeah. He's just like, I just had problems because he looked like his father.
I'm sticking with Zarco Vinales as Sean as well, and his pick a top 2 to go through. Dumbledore. No, I now I want to watch Harry Potter.
Watch it then.
No, because I've yet to finish Hogwarts Legacy. The problem is that game
No,
is so long.
I haven't either. We've been busy. Next week we should just play Hogwarts Legacy.
You can okay. How about this? You play Hogwarts Legacy. I'll play Order of the Phoenix on the emulator.
Okay.
Thing is that, sorry, I was going to say, the thing is, I'd like to have a day just relaxing, but I've been non-stop now for over 3 weeks, and it's like...
You just want a day to play games.
No, I can't stop.
I'll force you to stop. I'll sit you down with some crisps, a game, and a massive thing
here's the
of
thing.
Coca-Cola vanilla.
Oh, that's nice. Do you know, I literally, as we just in a bit of a lull period here in qualifying before we actually get the proper lap times on, everyone's on a slow lap.
Yeah, they'll come up in like a minute.
Yeah. I had,
Stand.
what was it, we had free time yesterday? No, when was it? I think it was...
2 days ago?
Thursday evening? It was a free night for me? Yeah. I did not know what to watch. I did not know what to do.
I think I suggested to you The Good Place.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my free time anymore because
Play games.
it's so rare I have free time.
Play games, read
Yeah.
a book, watch TV.
I got all the emulators working and I haven't had to do anything. Although we might do that tonight because there's rain also in Iowa. Rain is just following us around this weekend.
Rain is everywhere on the planet right now.
Right, here comes the faster times. Zarco, 1:28.190. Vinales is looking quicker. Oh, big twitch from Maverick coming out of turn 11. He just about saves it before going back down. So just a close moment from him there, but Batmav is going to have to find something as he comes out of turn number 13. Now up towards the line. Ralph Fernandez improving. Zarco's improving as well in the final 2 minutes. Up and over we go. Over the line here. And Maverick Vinales is a 1:28.049. Zarco's a 10th down at the moment as the rain increases here, but he's up in the middle sector.
This is looking promising. Oh, and he's red in sector 3 as well.
Raul's backed out of a lap time. I think that compromised Zarco a little bit.
Oh, come on, Oliveira. You might be able to get Vera for like a second to go.
Zarco's gained a 10th in that middle sector. Johan is absolutely flying right now.
Mia goes 5th.
Over the line for Johan Zarco. Is it an improvement?
And it's crossing the line.
Yes! Woohoo! 1:27.827.
Ooh, Oliveira's done a orange sector 1. Come on, you can do it. Do a red, do a red, do a red. Okay, that's still an orange. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Please do it.
Qualifying for Formula E, I think, is delayed. So that's an interesting one.
Does that mean you don't have to?
I don't know. I'm going to hold on a second to see.
Yeah.
Because all I've got right now is Katie with a...
I'm going to look up.
Yeah, it's raining heavily still.
I'm going to look on Twitter. I love how everyone just still calls it Twitter. It's like, even when I type in this,
It's Twitter, yeah.
it's like, it refuses to let go.
No one else improving. By the way, Vinales set a 19.170. He's fastest first sector earlier, so Vinales still is pushing hard out there. Oliveira looking good. Out of the last corner. Up towards the line now. What can Miguel Oliveira do? Third fastest. He misses out.
No.
Checkered flag is out. The session is over. What have you got to deal with then? Is it Zarco and Vinales? going through. Marini, 5th. Not going more there, unfortunately. Ralph Fernandez 6th. Vinales is improving. Vinales might be able to find something here as well to come into it. No, I don't think he is either, Megs. I don't think so. I think Vinales, yeah, Vinales backed out of it. He's safely through. Nobody else is improving.
Why?
I think we've got that one covered. Yeah, no sign at the moment they're going to do the session.
I wish they would have delayed it, but also I know that would cause problems.
Yeah, it would. Well, I guess it's over to you.
Bye-bye.
Right, okay. Let's have a look at Aldeguer quickly. Wait for everyone to cross the line, would be fair. No, it doesn't improve.
That would be fair.
His girlfriend watching on, fingers crossed. Unfortunately not. He'll start 14th on the grid.
She should start coming to more things because he seems to always do a bit better when she's on.
Zarco and Vinales go through. Oliveira, Aldeguer, Marini, Ralph Fernandez, Mia, Rins, Aiguirre and Salvadori, 13 to 20.
That's why he backed down.
And that's why Vinales went up, yeah, down at turn 3. We said it'd be 3, 1 through or 11. And it's 3. The second of the right-handers.
Seems to have caused quite a lot of problems.
Sadly, yeah, that's the case, isn't it, really?
Because of the way the track goes as well, because some bits of the water would go down to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nervous for this, and yet I cover this all the time.
It's exactly the same as what you already do.
I know. I cover this more than you do.
Do you know what's even more funny?
What?
I could probably start it now and not lose Wi-Fi signal at all with the new data.
Probably.
Yeah.
Zarco, the last MotoGP Grand Prix winner in wet conditions.
Yeah, he's just watching along, isn't he?
He seems to flourish when it's a wet conditions.
Okay, let's head down to the paddock. And Susie.
The right amount to get themselves through, and it is kind of what we said earlier. I've just been to have a look. The rain has actually slowed down a lot now. If it was on a clock and we started the show, it was about 3 o'clock. Then it went up to about 7 o'clock. Now I'm going to say it's gone back to 3 o'clock again. But yeah. How vital will that knowledge be for both of those riders now going through?
Yeah, you get an advantage. Those extra 15 minutes for Johan, the know-how to get the tyres up to temperature, then take the lap off, then push again with the medium tyre.
And that really was the key, wasn't it, that medium tyre?
It seemed to be for him and Oliveira. They got the feeling. Even the other riders, like Marini, who put it in, seemed to be fast. The other riders will be thinking, should I try it? It's a 15-minute session. Sometimes you're better building up, as Zarco did. He didn't pit, just continued to lap. But some will feel the soft when there's spots of rain in the air. It gives you a little bit of extra grip. I think Neil's right. Zarco could be in line for a pole position here. Good for Vinales as well. He looks strong. Both the favourites to go through made the laps happen there. And there was some threats coming in at the end, but they're in the driving seat now for Q2.
Yeah, and they were sort of swapping that 1 and 2, weren't they, between Maverick and Johan out there. Moving through to Q2, although the weather's going to be different tomorrow, probably, it could still rain, making that front row ever more vital. Yeah,
this circuit, it's so important to be at the front. Difficult to make passes here in MotoGP in all classes because it's a bit of a one-line track, so critical to be on the first 2 rows of the grid. For tomorrow, we don't know what the conditions could be. We could have a flag-to-flag race. We don't know what's going to happen for the sprint, but it does look like these conditions are set. So yeah, a little bit of jeopardy has arrived, and we weren't sure. We thought it was Mark's weekend. He's still strong in these conditions. He still probably starts this session favourite for pole, but Zarco will have something for him here. Well, it was Fabio Di Gianantonio yesterday who was quickest in the dry. Both of the VR46 boys through to Q2. Frankie as well. Let's go down to their team boss now. Pablo Nieto is talking to Nat.
Well, that's some great work by Fabio and the team yesterday, but he said to me today will be a day of discovery because the wet setup is perhaps different from earlier on this season. What did he say after practice this morning, Fabio?
Yeah, it's completely different, not another day, but Anyway, this morning was a little bit more hard because in the end, the feeling with wet condition is always difficult. But anyway, now it's going to be also difficult to choose the tire, soft, medium. We have to think about it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that actually, because a couple of them opted in for the medium, including Zarco, who topped the session. Could the medium be an option potentially?
Could be, but I think if you put it the medium tire, you have to be all the time outside of the practice. 15 minutes, try to make lap by lap. With the soft, maybe you can stop one time. Here in the garage, maybe we have one is using the soft and the other one using the medium, but we have to decide it in the last minute.
What's Frankie's feeling been so far today?
Not so bad, not so bad. This morning was not so bad. He was very, very fast. Maybe he will use the soft tire and then we put it the medium. But always difficult, no? Because in this condition you have to choose the good way and you never know.
Who knows what will happen? We'll wait and see. Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you.
I guess this is where experience comes in, something that Digi lacks in this kind of setup, I suppose, really, compared to some of the other riders that are going out there in this session, Michael.
Yeah, certainly Digi's not known for his wet weather prowess. He will be evolving in terms of maturity, learning these conditions, knowing how to approach it, choosing the right tyre for the conditions, but that all comes with time and experience. And yeah, I think given how fast he was in the dry yesterday, he'd be slightly frustrated that it is wet, but you got to deal with the conditions ahead of you, try and do as best as possible in terms of grid position for tomorrow, because he has a genuine shot in the dry for a fight with the mark for victory.
Oh, there's a little bit of a chat going on here between Fabio and Miguel. I think we can probably guess what's being discussed out there, the conditions and the tyre to choose, perhaps, Michael.
Yeah, certainly Miguel favoured the medium rear. Interesting, Miguel had removed the carbon insert out of the swing arm, which would provide a little bit of flex, perhaps a bit more feeling in the wet. So it's good, the open dialogue between Fabio and Miguel, whether it is setting or just tyre conditions. It's so important to get that, to glean those 15 minutes worth of knowledge out of your teammate, although a garage down in Pramac Racing. But yeah, that's important, where the factory all working together. So Fabio will go in, tell Diego what the feedback was and make the decision tyre-wise or maybe setting-wise ahead of this Q2 session.
Obviously, Jack in that team as well. Great in mixed conditions, we know. Great in anything that's dodgy. Going straight through to this session, how much do you feel that Pramac team have helped the momentum of Yamaha move forward?
It's been huge. Honestly, I think Jack's arrival and the way he fired into qualifying, out-qualifying Fabio in the early rounds, somehow reignited the pole hound that was Fabio Quartararo. I think having 4 bikes worth of data, the development, the knowledge, the know-how from Miguel and Jack to boost both Alex and Fabio in the factory squad. Then you bring in the brains of Dovey as the test rider. Unfortunately, Cal hasn't been able to ride so much. The youth of Augusto Fernandez, the V4, they've thrown the kitchen sink at it and it's going in the right path at the moment.
Yep, so frustrating times for this man. What can he do out there? We did see a little shot of Marc Marquez. We haven't discussed him too much, really, just because we've talked about him so much this season, and obviously he is absolutely flying. These conditions won't really bother him, will they?
No, he loves the wet weather conditions. He loves this circuit, but it makes me nervous a little bit because it's all on the line. 15 minutes, you know you got to qualify well. I think Mark's going to be strong for sure. Pedro Acosta will be strong. All 3 of the remaining KTMs are in this Q2 session, which is good to see. Pedro looking strong. Brad Binder in the mix as well. Yeah, toss a coin, but I think it's got to go Mark's way. Maybe Zarco would be the outside bet.
What about Jack Miller?
Well, Jack, actually, yeah. Let's throw Jack onto the front row as well. He loves these conditions.
How do you play it going out there in these conditions? You've raced in these kind of conditions a lot, and as we say that, it's really falling a lot again. It's very constant and getting heavier as we speak.
Yeah, for a rider like Jack who relishes the conditions and has always gone well, you have an inner confidence, so you know the others might, like Digi, who's been fast yesterday, might be feeling a little bit more nervous. Jack believes that he can go out there, find the grip that's available, extract a little bit more. So yeah, I think if you grow up in the UK, you get to experience the wet weather a lot, and that's why we're typically quite good in these conditions. Jack, as a flat tracker and oil track rider, he always liked the bike moving and sliding. So yeah, get out there, have a smile on your face despite the rainfall, and enjoy it. It is a big part of it, and I think that's why Mark loves it as well.
If you're in the UK, you might be smiling at the conditions that we've got here for these sessions. Wet and cold. It's a mucky old day at the Sachsenring in Germany. Let's go down to comms to find out who will be in pole position.
Yeah, it might be mucky. Let's hope we get a clean session now as these 12 riders head out trying to decide pole position. Who will it be? Will it be Jack Miller? And Susie Michael.
Hello. Just going to make sure everyone can see me. I'm going to hang up on Joshua. Bye-bye. And make sure that everything has gone over. Yes, it has gone over quite well. 14 and a half minutes, should I say, left of the session. And Dad is pretending to row a boat. Do you know? Oh, and who's that gone down? Someone's just rolled into the gravel, and that's Vinales down in Sector 2. He is rolled out onto the gravel, and it kind of looked like he was doing a military roll. Is he okay? I mean, here's a replay. Stop pretending to row a boat, Dad. Oh, that was a high side as well. Caught the curbs, and that's around turn 4. High sided right on to the track, and his bike just went right into the barrier. That is, I hope it's okay. Seems okay. He's gotten up, and he's walking away by himself. But that's got to be painful. That was a high side, but then he got flipped to the side. That was unfortunate. And of course that means that anyone's lap times in my area will be stopped, and ooh, I have it right here for me. So anyone's lap times, those will be taken away, which is bad because that was the beginning of people's fastest lap time. So now we're going to have to wait like another minute and a half to actually see them starting to do decent lap times. And what tyres were Vinales on? Oh, that's why. Vinales, if you are out there on 2 medium tyres, what do you expect? I get for all wet tyres, but the mediums I don't think are good, but I can't see Vinales's. Oh, and that's another one down! I am not sure. Sector 2, it might be the same place, though that is Miller who's gone down within a minute of each other. They might stop this session. I mean, he's got up okay, but let's see in a second how that one turned out, if it's another high side. Okay, so coming round turn 4, and it's more like a sideways high side. I think there's too much standing water around turn 4 because at each point they are falling down when they're going round the corner, like right in the middle. Yeah, it's quite a sharp corner. It is, and this makes me very worried for the rest of the session now because of there's still 11 and a half minutes left to go. We've already had 2 people go down, and we've only really had 2 runs around this circuit right now. So people are about coming to that part of the track yet again, and it's Binder. There's another yellow out, I think. Or is it the same yellow? Same yellow. It's gone back in now, but now we run the risk of more people having crashes around that area. Both are very similar to what they were. It's like the front wants to drop, but also then it decides to just like fling you off and go right into the air fence, which is what happened to both Vinales and to Miller. So now 10, almost 11 minutes left to go of the session. Now Marc Marquez estimated to go P1 with being 8.5 tenths above Binder's time, and that's him speeding down past his teammate of Bagnaia. But I think Binder actually might be on a more positive run. Yeah, it looks like Binder is actually going to improve on his own time. And he's about to cross the line. Well, Marc Marquez crossed the line first and does a 1:30.110, goes at top of the session. So Binder is about to cross the line in a couple of moments' time. Can he beat him? And he can with a 1:29.994. already broken into the 129s once today, but this session it's the first time. So Binder outshining Marc Marquez, and that's Morbidelli doing a 129.776, going top of the session. Now, say that again. Apparently he's unicycling around the circuit according to the graphics. But do you know what I've noticed? The top three all have medium front, soft rear tyres. So I think those might be the best ones to go on. But then again, Zarco does have a different compound on and he's fourth, so Zarco just flourishes in wet weather. So 9 minutes left to go of the session at the moment. And it's... oh, we've had 2 crashes. Both at turn 4. Standing water is affecting everything. We'll be back in a moment's time.
Hello?
Is it working? I can't. Oh, there we go.
Better now?
I still can't hear myself. Oh, okay. I'd rather not hear myself at this point.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Hello, everyone. Hello.
8.5 minutes left to go of the session. For some reason, I'm only seeing the top 4. Their graphics are going haywire. I'm guessing electrical storms might be interfering with what they are seeing.
Hello.
Right.
I'm interrupting Megan now because I may as well.
Right, so Marc Marquez is going fastest in sectors 1 and 2. If he can keep a hold of this. Oh, it's really coming down hard out there as well now. That is Miller getting on his second bike, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it has come through once again, but the timing systems have gone down from this trackside circuit, so at least ours are working in some respect. But
Yeah.
Marc Marquez, fastest of course so far, 128.7 as well. Wondering why we're not in our main commentary box, because it's been taken up by Formula E, but they've delayed the session because the rain's got heavier. So I thought, oh, I'll come help Megan.
Well, it's got heavier here as well, but they're already... yeah, we had 2... it was kind of like high sides. One was definitely a high side, so Jack Miller's was more of a, I'm throwing you to the side.
Look how hard it's raining now. This is going to... so
Yeah.
lost the back end. This is going to be... it's a 128.294. So it's not as bad to affect the overall conditions, but I've got a feeling that they're going to be putting their hands up soon. Because do you remember?
Yeah, they will be.
Do you remember when we started Q1, there wasn't this tail vortex, and now we're getting it?
Yeah, I mean, it's got definitely a lot worse, especially around the sharper corners. And it's just flinging them about all over the place. And Marc Marquez goes red in sector 1 as well, and he's basically like doing the same thing as what Dad was doing earlier on, and wading through like a rowing boat. And that's Quartararo having the same thing, and their Dad does the rowing things again.
I've got a feeling here, well, just in case you're watching us and don't have any telemetry, Marc Marquez, Zarco, Morbidelli, Bezzecchi, Binder, Quartararo, D'Antonio, Alex Marquez, Acosta, Bagnaia. No time for Vinales or Miller. Miller crashed out, as we know. He's not going to go back to the pit lane in time, and Vinales having a high side. I think he's got to go back to the medical centre.
No, Miller has got back out. He's just taken his second bike.
Oh, right, okay. So
He crashed out about 6 minutes ago, you see?
Vinales will have to go to medical centre with that high side.
Yes, yes, he will. His was a lot more violent. Miller's was more, I'm going to throw you to the side of a bike, and then the bike has more impact.
Sort of, I know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing, sort of thing.
Yeah. So Miller is back out there. I don't know how he's back out there, because it did look a bit painful. But he seems to be okay.
Yeah, at the moment.
Well, 6 minutes left to go of the session right now. Marc Marquez has gone top again with a 128.083.
Why is
Very
it always
close.
Germany? We're stuck in here like this.
I don't know.
It's 2 years already now.
Didn't last year we have to be like kneeling down on the floor?
I am kneeling down on the floor.
I'm not.
Oh, I can stand up actually. I just realised because the camera's going up. If I put it up like that, I can stand up.
Yeah,
There we
you
go.
can actually stand. Bezzecchi goes third with a 129.298, and Marc Marquez is creeping ever closer to the 127s, which I think will be the first time today that we actually get into that.
Yeah, but watch out for Binder as well. Fifth fastest at the moment on his Delta time. Might still have something left to change about with as well, so all looking good.
The fact that we could have just stayed in there.
Yeah, it annoys me too.
But, what was I going to say? What happens if it starts?
I'm checking that very reason.
You have a phone.
I don't. I've left it in the commentary box.
Why? What possessed you to do that?
I came in here quite late. Go on. Go back to work.
At least kneel down.
No, I'm fine.
I don't like other people having my phone. It makes me feel disconnected from the world.
You've got my iPad.
Fair. Okay, 4.5 minutes left to go of the session now. Bezzecchi is 7/10 down on the time of Marc Marquez, and it's who's that going out now? That is Quattararo going out. Yes, again. Also, it's really hard to find JBMotorsports 2 for some reason.
That's because you didn't type it right.
Yes, I did.
No, you really didn't.
I don't know why. Here's Marc Marquez.
JBSportsXtra. I'll kneel down now. If you move out the way so I can actually get in. There we go. I'm fine now. Well done.
This is Marc Marquez.
Mark again, saving it through turn 11. This is time and time again. That's about his third save of the weekend. Just touches the inside line and does a little twitch. And look. He's saying about it, stop the session. He doesn't like this. He's tapping the side. He's singing to the marshals and wants the red flag out.
It's not very good out there. I mean, if you look at the times, you can see them all starting to slow a bit more. Alex Marquez moves up into 5th position with a 1:29.656.
The problem is that this is due to get heavier as the day goes on. So coming into the sprint race later, this is going to be unbearable.
Maybe.
I've got a feeling that I might not make it to the ladies single women final time.
I think you will.
I've got a feeling because the BBC starts at 4, but I don't actually know what time the final starts.
Probably about half an hour, 45 minutes later.
I was thinking, yeah, because there's a doubles final, but we're only showing the finals, ladies and men's.
3.5 minutes left to go of the session. Acosta is estimated to go P4, and Bagnaia is kind of slow up there. Bezzecchi goes P2 with a 1:28.649, and that's Acosta, I think, in 6th position currently, about to move up. Position is, what will he move up to? He moves up to 4th for 1:28.779. That is D'Antonio going for 1:29.327. That's Morbidelli then going up into 3rd for 1:28.650.
Problem is, we're on a hill section here as well, so we're high in the mountains with the Saxon Ring, as you can tell by the elevation of the circuit.
To the rain.
Exactly, and it's pulling it in as well. The trees drag in the weather. There's
We have 46s having a little hello on the tree.
Yeah, Digi getting out of the way for Franco as he comes through, but Zarco's looking improving up there as well. But look, it's borderline to a red flag, and then we've got 2 minutes to go. They'll let it go because let's face it, it is MotoGP race direction.
And they've only had 2 crashes in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, so they'll let this one go on, but it is borderline. If this was the race before it started, they would red flag. We wouldn't be going.
There's rivers starting to form.
Yeah, if this was the overall proper session, we wouldn't be going. This would be a delayed start procedure because there's now, you can see the water coming in from underneath Zarco's bike. It's completely out of traction as he comes out of turn 12 up into turn 13 now, trying to just put the throttle down ever so nicely as well up the hill, and it's a cloud of spray. I can barely see him as he comes across the line.
It's got worse as they have been out there, and now this is the first time in quite a few minutes that I've actually seen a red on this screen, and that's from Marc Marquez.
Just have a look at the weather at the moment. Heavy rain as well, and it's blowing at 6 kilometres.
Humidity is 92 as well. Can I have this screen back?
Yeah, just tap there. Yeah, so it's not great. I'd say Mark is just doing Mark things. He loves the Saxon Ring. He loves the atmosphere here, and it builds up to a pressure again and again and again, time after time after time. He finds the way through. He finds the delta. He's definitely going to have it as he comes downhill now once more, trying to bring that traction back up. Mark's up already by 1/10 of a second.
Someone's going to crash in that sprint.
Well, I agree with you actually on that front as well. I think we're going to be in for a couple of crashes, to be fair.
And Zarco also starting to set red sector times as well, trying his best to catch up to Marc Marquez. Marc has done red sectors 1, 2 and 3, looking to get a red sector 4.
Yeah, Marquez over the line now as well, 2/10 up. Zarco's following in. They're both estimated for first position at the moment as they come out of the last corner. Uphill now into the checkered flag line with the flag out. Marquez goes fastest, 1:27.811. He takes provisional pole position. Zarco's directly behind him over the line and goes second. It's a 1:27.962. Wasn't able to just get it over, but it's looking good for the rest of them.
But it's good enough. They've reached the 1:27s, and he was only a tenth and a half behind that. And there's been a crash out on the track. Yeah, Morbidelli has crashed out. Is that turn 11?
I think it's 8. It looks like 8 to
Sector
me.
3.
Oh, it could be. It could very well be turn 11. Yellow flags.
What corner is that? Airbags been deployed. This is his crash. I'm not being told what sector.
It's turn 8.
Turn 8. Okay.
Oh, we just dropped it. That's an aquaplane moment.
Yeah.
He's aquaplaned off.
Yeah, so that's how bad it is out there. Luckily that happened at the end of the session.
Well, it's got heavier, but that's it. Session over.
He was doing such a good lap as well. That's unfortunate. Do you want to end the session since...
No, you can do it.
No, you've had most of today.
Alright. So Marc Marquez on a 1:27.811 from Zarco, Bezzecchi, Morbidelli, Acosta coming through. Not a bad delta time. We will be back for the Tissot sprint in around about 4 hours time. Join us then for all the action.
Bye bye.